I'm Hans Hipolito. Second year, taking civil engineering. I'm the top trainer of Indicators Esports Club. Last split, sumali kami sa qualifiers para sa university. Kaso di kami nakapasok kasi yung team namin is yung ibang members na balik ng IGL. So di na nila nabalik. So na-disqualified kami. So ngayon, sumali kami and siyempre natutunan na namin yung pagkakamali na huwag na ulit gagawin. So nanalo namin.
Almost close, but
Bilang jungler ng TIP, ang nakakontribute ko sa team ay pagbibigay ng matinding pressure sa bawat lane, pag-secure ng Baron at Dragon at successful gank.
I'm John Palo Inalagan, Peter ECE. I'm the ADC for the Vindicators Esports Club.
Kami ng support post, tingin ko ay nagpapalakas sa amin yung tiwala. Kahit gaano kami ka-behind sa lane, laro lang, walang magto-toxic, walang magto-throw. Kapit lang while doing your best. Kasi 5 naman kayo, may maaasahan kang ibang teammates mo. Hindi ka naman nasa solo queue.
Dahil sa pagiging alisto ko, hindi kami nalulugi sa bawat laban. At dahil na rin lumalaban kami bilang isang buong team, kaya ang TIP ay hindi natatalo.
I'm Owen Convocar, third year marketing management. I played support for TIP Vindicators Esports Club.
Message ko sa UA, bigyan natin ng magandang laban yung mga manonood at saka enjoy na lang natin to.
yan guys, nakita niyo naman sa mga videos ang TIP from that win on Game 1. At of course, this is LOL Collegiate League. With me, of course, your shoutcaster, Daubi Alpha, and with me is
Atlas sa wakas.
Atlas sa wakas. This
Alpha
will be
sa ngayon.
the AA batteries na lineup. So, guys, alam niyo na, nakita niyo yung unang laban. Napakatindi, napaka-intense, lalo na mga team fights. At early game pa lang, bugbugan na kagad.
Level 1 pa nga lang eh.
Okay, so,
tense.
without further ado,
Trabaho ni Shin.
tawagin na natin ang isa sa mga MVP ng game na yon. Let's call in
Hanzo.
TIP Hanzo. Ting 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 ting. Nice. So paring Hanzo.
Sit here, Max.
So ito muna. Yan. So si paring Hanzo. So nakita naman natin lahat game 1 lalo sa mga viewers dyan. Ano nangyari?
Na sa Champions League kasi pinik agad nila yung Ezreal and alam namin na scaling yun. So pumik kami ng clashy type na kaya di na umabot ng late game kasi alam namin masakit Ezreal talaga sa late game.
Okay. So nirespect nyo yung Ezreal na yun kaya parang nag-opt kayo sa lineup na pang team fight talaga. Focus type na focusing on team fight mostly.
Ayaw talaga namin dumating sa late game.
Wow.
So talagang yung 5v5 hinahanap niyo.
Kaya siguro, well actually that was a good thing lalo but they had the Ring of Frost na Lissandra and the Gnar ult, they really maximized it. So, pero bakit the idea? Bakit ka nag-Gnar? Parang of all the top laners right now, Gnar.
Kasi di pa dumadating yung nerf sa kanya kasi next patch nerf na siya eh. Pati yung Frozen Mallet eh.
Oo nga naman.
Hanggang ngayon, OP pa siya eh. Lalo na si Impact. Talaga OP talaga mag-Nine.
So, talagang idol mo rin si Cloud9 tayo. Cloud9 boys. Yan. So, yun nga guys, you have seen of course coming from Hanzo, the mindset, the plays, and everything. So, let's put him back in sa kanyang team. Lalo ba't alam natin na magkakaroon na ng Game 2. Napakpakan lang yun na guys. So, Hanzo, thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you.
So,
Siya
nga pala,
yung
guys.
nagkamay sa akin yung huli. Hindi ako
Ay, gano'n.
nagkamay.
Sige,
Okay,
thank you,
sige.
Hanzo. Good luck, team. So, yan guys, you are watching LOL Collegiate League and we are moving in to the Game 2. Parang Atlas, ano sa tingin mo mangyayari sa Game 2 after seeing that Game 1?
Oh, Game 1 was very close. I'm also expecting this to be very close. It's all about the mindset now. It's either TIP gets the super momentum here,
it's either the momentum or the tilt,
or they just can't keep up with the best of 3. But I predicted that VEC will have an easier time because it is a best of 3 because of their support staff. But looking at it now, UE, I don't. Yeah, Shinbo also said that they're not at their top potential.
Yes.
In the last game, so maybe Super Saiyan na ngayon.
Oo nga, baka ito na yung wake-up call sa UE para step up yung game nila. At syempre, hindi naman magpapahuli ang ating mga YouTube viewers dyan. Sa mga viewers natin, thank you so much kay Raywen Misael. Yep, kapag maganda, pagkakalaro sa team comp nila. Yeah, you have seen,
That's
of course,
true.
that Karma is potential kasi siya. Pero yung the Aurelia pick is not that solid.
Yeah, it was solid as a pick. However, it didn't reach its maximum potential.
Yeah,
So,
mostly leans on the late game.
yeah, so mas na-play talaga ng TIP yung comp nila for that game.
Yeah, I really admire Hanzo saying and respecting the team nga na they don't want to drag it on the late game. Ayaw nila kumampante this time. Kaya I'm thinking that game 2 will be much harder. Will be much more harder sa side ng UE. Pero of course, TIP and UE's mindset pa rin makaka-apekto. Shoutouts kay Alice Liddell, kay Weird Gaming TV, kay Sean Gabriel Lopez, sa mga viewers na YouTube yung mga yan. Hi guys. And Weird Gaming TV, the problem with UE team is they're quite a bit lack of synergy. When every time that there's going to be a clash, they're getting focused who's going to be the target. So they're getting confused who's going to be the target.
The synergy wasn't there. The positioning mistakes that cost them the game. But let's get into the drafting phase.
Wow.
So now Ardent Warriors will be on the blue side. On the red side will be Vindicators Esports. You're still watching the semifinals for the LCL 2016
Yes,
Summer Term, powered by Smart. So let's get into this.
So Smart.
Same, almost the same bands actually. The only thing that changed is the NAR
Yeah,
instead of
it
Italy.
will be a respect ban coming from Hanzo.
Yeah, so they don't want to face that, but of course, just first picking the Queen of the Jungle, Ardent Warriors goes for the Elise. That's not surprising. It's consistent. It doesn't give a lot of information because she worked with so many compositions. Vindicators Esports, now, since the Nidalee isn't banned, they pick it. So it's definitely one of Meow's. She is a cat. She's a cougar. So
she's a
yeah,
cougar.
one of
So basically,
Meow's favorite picks.
It's a very good pick coming in
Sakto,
from that
sakto.
name, living
Swak,
up
swak.
to its name.
And Hanzo as well picking this Echo here. You saw in the clips earlier in the interview with the team.
Oh, yeah.
Hanzo is just wrecking everyone. But let's see how Ardent Warriors will respond to this.
Okay, so that will be a top lane. Sisig known for his Fiora.
So
Like,
lock
it
in
was an
agad
early
dun sa,
game.
Lock in agad sa Fiora na yan. Let's see what their other pick will be.
Yes,
So it might be actually the Ashe. Medyo maaga para sa Ashe, I think.
yeah, like the second pick much better if you're going to opt for a support pick. But yeah, they're really confident. They're going to blind pick this Ashe.
So this Ashe right into the so response of Vindicator Esports probably gonna be the Trundle, the pillar, making it very hard for Ashe to maneuver around in the lane.
Ooh,
Drive
over
it.
the drive it.
Wow. I'm all for it. If they want to pick this, I'm not even gonna complain. 'Cause
Well, actually, right now you have two mind games in the side of TIP. You have that Trundle that can be a support or top laner, and Echo might be a top lane or a support as well. But of course, Hanzo known to be an Echo user, but still Janine might be also this is a surprise pick for
yeah,
the
both
last
of them are
lock
pretty versatile, and seeing as Echo was originally meant to be an AP assassin,
indeed.
Janine could definitely pick it up.
Yeah, knowing that this is the game too, like this is the lock-in or the ticket of Vindicator Esports
To the
Club
finals.
to finals. So possible.
So it's an important game.
Yeah, this
they
is
actually
surprise
lock in
game.
the Draven, the League
Whoa,
of Draven.
that's pretty bold.
So they have the movement speed coming from the Blood Rush, the immense damage coming from the spinning axis. Combine that with how much soft CC that Trundle can give and lock down this Ashe. It actually might be a good pick, but it's still.
Well,
Draven is a high variance champion.
Yeah.
It's feast or famine. His passive is all about feast or famine. It's all about how Vindicators Esports plays the lane.
Well, actually, I'm really worried about the Vindicators Esports Club lineup because they
So
don't have
far.
any large amount of CC. They just
That's
have
true.
only the parallel convergence and the ice pillar. So
We'll see,
not sure what would be the last pick, but I really wanted to see a possible Braum pick as a support.
That actually might also work. And looking at Ardent Warriors, it seems like they might actually take
Okay.
away the Lissandra
Oh my.
from Janine, because they saw how effective it was later in the game after he wasn't facing the cleansing Birkin.
Yes,
But
indeed.
now this might actually be a takeaway.
So, this may be a possible mid lane echo or a Gangplank mid.
Could be. Because Gangplank mid, it's passable. Now, some pro
But
players
you
have
know,
pulled it out.
like, it's kindly leaning on the late game because of the hyper carry curve that has been changed to Gangplank. So I'm not really sure if this is a good pick, but Varus, I'm not sure because of the assassin
Riven,
potential.
having so many Feast or Famine champions, if they lock in this Riven, it's going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
Because
High
sometimes
risk,
you
high
don't
reward. I'm
get
not
to
really
play on curve. Well, Gangplank is a lot more reasonable. I think they heard, like, this game is all about playing on a curve, you fool.
Sure. Oh, wow. But, you know, the pressure will be leaning on the side mostly of Ardent Warriors because you have
I
that
do
Elise
believe so. Just
and
looking
of course
at the
the
composition.
Lissandra.
Yeah, that's right. I think you're right here. Because earlier, Vindicator Esports had a lot more balanced composition. But now they don't have too much heavy CC. Almost no heavy CC, actually. So this gives Ardent Warriors with an enchanted Crystal Arrow, with a web shot, with the stuns coming from Tarek. Nice pick, by the way.
Yeah.
And the other Frost abilities coming from Lissandra. It's going to be very hard for Vindicators Esports to actually continue the momentum if they have this composition.
So yeah, maganda kasi naman dito sa side ng Ardent Warriors, upon checking that Draven, it has the Blood Rush, but he is a predictable champion because of his spinning axis.
So pick the Tarek.
Yeah, you pick the Tarek, you have the heal, you have the sustain, you have the invulnerability coming in from the barrels
So
or
mapipredict mo kung saan
against.
siya pupunta for the
Yeah.
stun. So
Yeah, for the stun. Kaya yun nga, invulnerability din niya against the cannon barrage ng ult ni Gangplank. Sobrang dami na pwedeng i-counterplay ng invulnerability or immunity na meron si Tarek. And of course, it will compensate sa pagiging immobile ni Ash. That
That's
you can
true.
heal or you just have to stun in front.
Just
and
a little
you
bit
can
of
use
more
enchanted crystal
tankiness as
arrow
well.
to any direction you really want as long
That's
as may
true.
tatamaan.
my bonus armor, but then coming from Tarek. But here's the problem. Ardent Warriors, a viewer pointed out that they don't seem to synergize as well as they should. Well, actually, let's look at the stats here. The 80 carries, cute and moody.
May cute and may moody.
They're actually really close. Again, the only point of contention here is the KDA. And
Yes.
as I said, the KDA isn't a concrete form of determining who is the better player. Just looking at their kill participation and their CS per minute, they're super close. As in, same line of 10 sila on 50, tas parang 7 point something.
Yeah, because it depends talaga sa playstyle ng mga
Yeah.
team ngayon. Like,
Maybe Moody, looking at, but it's weird though, since looking at the champion picks, Cute has a lot more aggressive champions in his pool.
yes, and
But-
knowing also na both silang Ashe user,
Yeah.
they let it fly with Ardent Warriors. I'm not
So-
really sure. And
Maybe that's relevant information. The fact na mas aggressive yung playstyle ng champions si Cute, pero mas mataas pa rin yung KDA niya.
pero yun nga, kaya guys, ano ba sa tingin nyo ang prediction nyo? Drop it right down here on the comments at saka sa YouTube chat natin. Participate lang or share nyo rin ang stream. That's esports.garena/stream.
Invite your friends, your
Yeah.
family, your dog, and of course, give all of your insights on social media with a hashtag either TIPWin or UEWin. Or you
Yes.
can even add LCL 2016 summer term if you want to. But yeah, this is going to be your first game. It's been game 2, and Vindicators Esports is ahead by 1 point. So you
1
only
point,
need
guys.
one more win to
It's
take
either
this.
1-1
Yeah.
or 2-0.
So really, Ardent Warriors already has their back to the wall.
Or
they have to win
or
2 games.
no?
Yeah.
2 games dapat magkasunod na maipanalo ng Ardent Warriors to take away this game at makapasok sa finals. Medyo neck to neck nga, lalo pat yung laban kanina. You have seen it all, guys. Not questionable how good these players are talaga.
As you see, the game was super close. It's all
Yes.
about the little details. When two teams
Minor
are neck and
mistakes.
neck, the minor mistakes are what break the game for you. Like positioning. Positioning is paramount in the late game because if you get caught, the death timers are so long. 40 seconds, that's enough for a Baron. That's enough for 2 towers and an inhibitor.
Yeah, especially that if you have those Drakes, which are long-term investment in this type of game. Dahil sila team-centric tong dalawang to eh. And syempre, the synergy mostly nga na nakikita natin mga viewers, sa mga viewers perspective, leaning more on kay TIP. So talagang minor mistake, it will cost you a lot. Or talagang maraming objective yung matitake away sa'yo with a single shot.
So you really have to be careful when you play.
Yeah, you
So right now, I think the right mindset is to not play to win, but rather play not to lose. Especially that UE is 0-1 in a best of 3. They really have to take less risks and have more consistent and reliable plays. Farm it out, allow their team composition to scale, because composition at TAP is looking like a loose cannon with Raven, with all of these high burst
glass cannon.
Yeah, glass cannons. So
if they can,
if they can survive that barrage of damage coming from TIP, I think they have a good chance to take back this, turn it into 1-1.
Medyo ng problem lang this is yung spinning axis. If ever that this Draven goes into snowball, 2 spinning axis, that will cost the life of Ashe. You can't deny that. You have also the Lissandra ult to deny Draven. So maraming aspect na makaka-apekto, but you see also you have Meow on that Nidalee. One spear might affect those ult or the heals coming from Tarek. Napakarami na pwedeng maging factor sa game na to, and I think both teams pinagandaan talaga nila. Like, mas pinag-aralan nila yung drafting phase nila ngayon compared kanina. But once again, TIP opting for a high risk, high reward. I'm not really sure if because of the momentum or because of the hype, pero kailangan nila makipagbakbakan madalas.
That's true. As in, kanina level 1 pa lang, naghampasan na sila. So I think now, if they can get a lot more momentum from the level 2 power spikes that they have in either top lane or bot lane, it's going to be huge if they get the momentum. But if they don't, it's going to be just famine for them. It's going to be a drought of gold.
If ever also that they can play the Grub or the Krug start just to be ahead on level 2, and then the level 2 experience or the level 2 point, they can just go ahead and kill someone with the Ice Pillar and the Chomp.
They can even have a cheese there and have the jungler help them in the prompt.
Yeah.
And go for the momentum in the bot lane, but you know, that's a super cheesy play. I don't think that Vindicators Esports will do that.
But yeah, mostly way back then when I was playing at Bracket Games nga, nung uso pa si J4, yung blue buff, pagkakuha mo ng blue buff, level 2 siya. E-flag, spear flag combo.
The dragon flag combo straight to the bot lane.
Airborne, basta nag-flash yung heal, and eventually magiging ahead kayo, which is really good right now. Pero yung mga jungler natin, they're not that as crisp as Zac, as Rek'Sai, which is banned na kanina, J4 or Lee Sin. Madalas kasi ito yung mga junglers natin ngayon. We're on the
more on the control side.
Yeah.
Controlling the pace of the game like Rek'Sai and Elise are just being super good at what they do like Zac.
Yeah, but we already have Elise sa kamay ng UE. Once again, medyo it pay off naman nung first game, nung early game. Iba yung pressure ni Elise. But moving into the late game kasi nag-fall off ng scaling ni Elise, and mostly utility na lang yung ginagawa.
Stun with web shots. But yeah, Rek'Sai and Elise perform the same general role for the early game. Just put pressure with their mobility, with everything they have. But let's get into the Rift, guys. Woo! Of course, this is game 2 of TIP Vindicators Esports versus UE Ardent Warriors. This is the semifinals for the LoL Collegiate League 2016 summer term. So let's get into the Rift and look at how beautiful Summoner's Rift is and will always be.
Yes, indeed. And alam niyo na guys, 6.18. I think 6.18 yan yung ilalagay na nila yung design ng worlds. Or sa 6.19 pa.
I believe it will be around those patches, yes. But right now, though, players are taking full advantage before nerfs come in 6.18.
Yes, indeed. So, nakikita niyo na guys, this is powered by Smart Communications. Okay, on the blue side, that'll be University of the East. Ardent Warriors on the top lane, that'll be Flappy. Flappy on his Fiora. On the jungle, that'll be Elise on Sisig, and Birgin using that Lissandra on the AD carry role. That'll be Moody on his Ashe, and supporting si Booty with the Tarek.
Yep, Booty on the bottom there, on the side of red. There is Vindicators Esports. For the top lane is Hanzo on that Echo, who was wrecking people in that replay earlier. On the jungle, of course, Meow on that Cougar. In Italy, for the mid lane is the Pirate Janine on that Gangplank. For the bot lane duo is going to be this explosive cute on that Draven with his support Tarya on that Trundle.
Okay, so both teams. Oh, GG's playing nga dito si Tarya, tsaka si... No, I think it's just
probably just gonna be starting there because Diddley does really want her blue buff.
as early as possible.
Yeah, look at the... That's a clean leash right there. So much damage comes from the Draven. But it seems like they're starting on the same side, bot side here. So they really want to focus on both Clappy and Hanzo.
Yeah, and thinking nga pala the top lane, that's Sisig is playing already on the jungle. Sayang yung Fiora niya na kilala way back on.
Yeah, that
entering
was
the,
way
conference.
back. But now, it seems like Clappy will have big shoes to fill since Sisig is a known Fiora player. Maybe they've been practicing together before all these matches. But look at the damage onto Cute here, not able to respond.
Booty is quite cute on that one. Nothing much for now, but you've seen the damage. Really scary coming from Cute with those spinning axes.
Yeah, if a Cute can get one shot onto Moody, that's a chunk of health off of him. But look at the sustain coming from Booty. The potions,
the heals,
the relic shield too.
Oh,
Look,
the
that's
stun
Cute.
has been dropped and the volley as well. But I think this may be a possible kill coming from Cute, and Moody in front uses the heal from Cute. And Tarya trying to finish off Booty and flashes away. Mukhang matatalo dito. Oh, first blood in the hands of Cute. Spinning axes all around Cute.
No.
Susunod ka na sa kamay ni Tarya. The Troll King finishes the AD carry Ash.
Wow, that was such a close fight coming from both of them. But of course, in the early game, Tarya was left to fight 2v1 for like 2 seconds, but the damage coming from Trundle enough to allow Cute to get back in there, get the kill, and then dodge and weave out, leaving
Really
Tarya
good play
to
coming
get,
from
Yeah.
Vindicator Esports Club. Talagang in-assess nila yung team fight na yun, opting waiting for Cute for his cooldown. And once again, going back into sa fight na yun with those spinning axes na hindi rin napansin nila Moody.
So now Cute has a 10 million gold lead, now 11 million gold lead, 400 gold in his pockets, plus whatever he had from his passive, even though it's really small, only 19 CS, but still, look at
But
Hanzo.
on the top lane, you can see Meow visiting Clappy here. The flash has been used by Hanzo, but still the kill. Really good play coming in from Vindicator Esports Club.
I'm not entirely sure if that flash was required, but might as well use it to get that shield just in case, because one strike from Clappy would have killed him. So I think that's a decent flash. I don't know if it was required,
It was
but it
I
definitely
think it was
helped
a
him.
prediction since
Yeah.
Plappy has his flash up.
Mhm.
So I was thinking na magpa-flash si Fiora or si Plappy, nasasaluin yung parallel convergence, and Hanzo will proc the stun.
That's true, that's true. But yeah, that's another swing for Vindicator Esports. 4 minutes and 30 seconds in the game.
Yes.
Already 1.8k gold ahead. That is huge.
Yes.
So it's all up to Meow then and the rest of the team to push the advantage, to snowball the pressure. So I wonder what Meow's going to do, because Nidalee, fast clear, high damage, but it doesn't have the same amount of pressure as, say, Rek'Sai, Zac, or Elise. She's all about the damage, so we'll see if her ganks, if Meow's ganks, his ganks, will be able to pull it off and allow Vindicator Esports to just snowball the game.
Yes, and the kill distribution right now is really looking good sa side ng Vindicator Esports Club. Knowing also na kahit support on Trundle, there's a possibility that it can put great amount of damage.
Damage and
because of the
tankiness.
chomp and the what's that? The
Yung dragon.
Yung dragon. Yung curtain
Shoutcast.
call. So yeah, but on the top lane here,
Okay.
you can see Sisig visiting the top lane for Plappy. This might be a return kill, but Hanzo is trying to stay alive. The repel has been used and trying to claw in. Sisig was able to finish Hanzo. Meow being present here, but I think he's not going to pursue any
He's
of
not
them.
able to pursue that. It's way too risky. He is playing Nidalee, who's quite squishy. And yeah, looking at the damage there, Sisig and Flappy just on top of Hanzo explode. So much damage chunking out.
Oh wow!
Wow, the
Really
barrels
good
actually.
change the barrel.
But
But
it's a response
Janine-
from Jurgen. Has to flash because he knows that Sisig will go there.
That's a burn flash once again to Janine. Napansin ko lang din talaga ng early game, no? Yung sobrang well-camped din yung mid lane.
That's true. Always the presence there because
They're
these
trying
two,
to respect these two ace players.
there's something happening at the top lane. No, not yet. So just here going back to their own lanes, teleport is down for Plappy. So if ever Hanzo needs to go somewhere else, Vindicator Esports will have the advantage in that side of the map. And Plappy will not be able to cancel that teleport. But looks like they're just going to fight
Ooh,
here.
but
Oh!
you can see right now, Hanzo is and Meow trying to go in kay Flappy, but Cannon Barrage has been used. But Flappy, once again, long-term investment from that flash, trying to hold it in on the early game, and ngayon, safe siya.
And here comes Sisig. I think he wants to make a play bot lane because he knows that Meow is at the top, but not able to get anything out of that. This allows Meow to get some good grub there in the jungle.
Yes, trying to stay safe on the bot.
Just a little bit safe there. Cute and Taria do have lots of damage, so Sisig does want to gank. He has to be careful not to get caught on his own, because he is a very squishy spider and he does not want to go down the spout.
Whoa!
Oh, barely missing it.
Possible stun.
Plus the
coming-
dazzle just not hitting.
The sidestep coming in from Cute. I think he really knows na binabantayan talaga whenever he catches the spinning axis.
Yeah, so now Meow has a big advantage over Sisig, level 7 to level 5. Because Sisig has been trying to gank for these lanes so hard. A success in the top lane, but the bot lane is just way too careful.
But you can see the movement coming from Virgin, and the ult has been procced to Hanzo, trying to jump in. Chrono breaks away, but the grand challenge, Flappy trying to chase in the movement speed, and that will be a kill coming from Flappy.
Hanzo already 2 deaths here, and Janine not able to push in too deep because when that wave hits the tower, Bjerghen will be there to farm it out. And Hanzo 0-2, this is big trouble for Vindicators Esports, knowing how much he's been an MVP on his Echo.
They really are
on
respecting
Yep.
the
So
picks.
they have to respect him, and by respecting him, they need to kill him.
Yeah.
They need to shut him down and prevent the Dark Seal. It's a good pickup for the sustain. It boosts the healing from your potions, especially if he has a corrupting potion. But it's really helpful if you have stacks on it, and he's not gonna get any stacks with how much Sisig has been ganking him. So the pressure is matched between Meow and Sisig. I think actually Sisig now has more pressure. It's just that Meow's.
Ooh, but you can see Taria here. The pillar has been proc, but the glacial path was able to keep Bjerghen safe.
Yeah, easy out. No way to cancel. Lock Lysandra down there. And
But yeah, upon seeing that Taria is on the mid lane, tinry agad mag-stun ni Booty. Pero quite cut short, Cute being the beast of sidestep in this game.
yeah, I think the Blood Rush is helping him with the movement speed to dodge out these dazzles coming from Booty. So not able to get that booty there. Hanzo still trying to push in this top lane, so has to be really careful because Sisig is right there.
Ooh, CC going. Enchanted
barely.
Crystal Arrow.
Barely trying to hit that.
And
Okay,
see,
never mind.
once again, Hanzo, but Meow on the counter again, trying to jump in. Hanzo, pumapalag with the Time Winder. The repel has been used to run away. Cannon Barrage has been proc as well. Flappy, pumapalag pero not enough to kill anyone. Hanzo going in. Remember, meron pa siyang Chrono Break to run away, but Meow jumping in. Chrono Break has been proc, and the last hit coming from Meow. Pero hindi pa dyan nagtatapos. Frozen Tomb has been in by Bjerghen. A very good response coming in from UE. And that was a kill. 2-4-1.
Pretty good dive, but there's another fight in the bot lane.
Pero yun nga, hindi pa rin tayo wala. Tapos naggalaw din tayo sa movement dito sa bot lane. Si Cute, wala na. Taria trying to run. Booty with a really good stun. You have seen it a while ago. And Taria was able to run away safely. Being patient, holding on that flash.
Look at the tempo of the game right now. Vindicators Esports, I think, is on the lead despite the kills being even in total. 2-2. But Bjerghen had to go to the top lane, so now Janine was able to push in this tower, was able to get a little bit more farm on top of him, but in the end, now even.
Yes.
So, still a very close game. We close out the gold lead a little bit from the early game, from 4 minutes into the game. But now, I think they're stabilizing. I think University of the East is stabilizing, punishing the plays that Vindicator Esports is making to try and press them on their defense.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure why Janine is holding that teleport whenever Bjerghen is present. So I'm not sure why he's not really that responding. I think he's trying to rush his Triforce for the damage
really
output. And on
staying
the
in the
bot
lane.
lane naman, nung namatay si Cute, I'm not really sure what happened, pero alam mo nang wala yung Enchanted Crystal Arrow, but
I think it was
Natalo
straight
pa
up
rin sila.
the stun coming from Booty, and Taria was not able to match the damage because there's the bonus armor from the Taric. There's also the healing there. There's
ooh,
the
but
trouble.
this will be a 3-man top lane coming from Ardent
Goon squad
Warriors.
incoming.
Ooh, the frozen tomb has been used. Escaping Meow, and the spear wasn't able to hit Bjergsen. Any movement? No, I think Janine really wants the 400 early gold from that first third kill.
Yeah, you can see the pings there. The TIP does not, instead of responding in any of the lanes where Hanzo is getting ganked, he's just going straight for the turrets here. And I think they might actually have the chance to get it, but they are going to get collapsed on very soon.
Ooh,
Oh, the damage!
Wow! Wow! You should respect the damage coming from that barrel.
No frozen tomb there, so no chance to save himself. Bjergsen.
Yeah. And
Wow.
I'm very sure, naglakad lang siya head-on sa harap ni Jenny.
Then even to try and fake out a glacial path as well. So that's
Not even using the max range of Ring of Frost. Na
Yeah.
Ring of Frost niya pero sobrang dikit na. Like, it's not that efficient.
it's not gonna
use.
help you there. So just a little bit of farming come from Moody and Moody. But looks like Janine will get the chance here because Meow is there for the support after counter jungle a little bit. So that it will be the 400 extra gold in the side of Mitigator Esports, making the gold lead
Wow.
3K. 12 minutes into the game.
This very early movement coming from Vindicator Esports Club.
Wow. Okay. So still, it's a very close game. It could be anyone's game right now because looking at the distribution of kills, it's all on Meow. So if you have a solo fight between the laners, okay, that's
Whoa.
cheeky coming from Hanzo.
Wow.
I was like, is he going to do that? And like, he actually did it. What
Yeah.
the madman
Actually, I was
did it.
waiting for that.
Umuwi lang siya para bumili ng isang item. Wow. Okay, Hanzo. Props to this guy.
Well,
that
I think
cheeky recall.
I think hindi niya rin gusto
Yeah,
na gamitin or makipag-duel kay Fiora. So might as
Yeah.
well use my chrono break just to get back in lane
Okay,
early. But
Tarya,
Tarya, wrong side of the map. Frozen Storm has been casted. But you can see the teleport on the back line. The proc from Booty's ult and the spinning axis is
Immunity.
around. Another teleport on the side. You can see this is a very chaotic fight. And Flappy trying to go in pero hindi sapat. Meow throws the spear. Cannon Brush has been cast. And both teams disengages. No casualties any further.
And 1-for-1 there, but looking at, because Vindicator's Esports is on the red side, they have a little bit of advantage here going to the Dragon Pit, and look at how fast they kill that. No chance for Honest Warriors to contest. Just will have to give that up. It's the Infernal Drake, and that's, I think, huge.
Whoa,
Okay,
Meow
Meow, what are you
jumping
doing?
around for the counter jungle, but that's not enough. Flashed in and jumped away. Pero si Sisig mukhang nagpupumili at Hanzo trying to protect his comrade.
Okay.
Good play.
Close call. Meow living a dangerous life. Even though a cat has 9 lives, there's no chance that you'll survive
There's
getting
no
into that
9
side
lives
of the
inside the
jungle.
rift.
But look at this. There's no 9 lives inside the rift, that's true. But looking at this right now, I think the Infernal Drake is super huge for them. I know Shinboy and I talked about how the Ocean Drake is actually better than the Infernal Drake. With a team composition like this, you just want Infernal Drakes.
For full firepower or
So
glass
you
cannon.
really need all that firepower from the Fire Drake.
And what's really good that the next Drake would be
Another
Infernal
Fire
again.
Drake.
Oh my goodness.
So definitely, Vindicator Esports does not want to miss that dragon, so they have to get vision around that. In the
Ooh,
map.
Meow
Meow
once
always
again
living dangerous.
getting
What's
caught.
happening?
But you can see Flappy responding. Tarya on the side, cast the frozen domain, and the Ice Pillar just disengages and planning to take this turret.
Okay, so they're going to trade the top lane turret
And-
for the bot lane here. So lots of resources allocated to the top lane just for this turret, but on the side of okay, they're not even going to be able to get it in the next second, so they have to keep pushing this. But if you look at this, Cute is left alone here. That's so many resources to try and push in a turret, and this allows Cute
Ooh,
to
but
get ganked.
Cute trying to go in.
Okay.
And Moody flashes in. I mean, flashes out. With Cute also responding, a very good QSS to negate that to heal, and he is chasing. Not really sure why.
I have no idea. I mean, going all
I think
in
it's
for that with a heal as well.
unnecessary.
That was highly unnecessary and very risky as well. But seeing as their play didn't pay off in the top lane, I think Cute was just desperate for that in that moment to get something for his team. Because that was already 4 members on the
Yes.
top lane compared to 2 members. Because if that trade happened, it's actually a small win to Ardent Warriors. Because they allocated less resources for that objective.
Yes, I was thinking na makapatay nila si Cute because wala si Tarya and nag-tower dive pa sila, but of
The
course
turret was
Cute
very dangerous.
really played it very well. You can see
Okay,
Meow
Meow.
once again. This this cat with 9 lives, feeling
Parang
ko.
bawat lipat ng camera, nakikita
Oo,
ko si
lagi siyang
cute,
nahuhuli.
si Meow may dangerous na ginagawa.
Pero parang yun yung typical na pusa eh. Kukuha ng pagkain, bubuga.
Tatalon-talon hanggang 12th floor ng Port Legend Tower.
Oh wow, Port Legends Tower. Pero Hanzo being bullied out by Plappy with that Hex Drinker and the Chamat, and the stun was able to drop the Tarya, and of course the chain of CC. Is there any chance of buhay siya? Pero si Cute kumakain sa likod. CC mukhang in damage with the speeding access cannon. The rush on the back. Invulnerability is not enough to stay alive. Cute uses the whirling access. Here comes Bjergen as well, and Moody nakikipag 1v1 with Cute. Tarya mukhang babagsak sa kamay ni Bjergen. Meow is responding as well, but no chase potential.
So that's 2 for 1 in favor of Vindicators Esports. What a huge mistake from Sisig. He thought that his teammates already had Tarya, so he went straight for Cute. But if he had went on Tarya instead with his Neurotoxin, with his Venomous Bite, he would have gotten they would have gotten that kill way earlier instead of 2 of them dying. So this actually gives the blue turret on to Vindicators Esports. That's more gold for them, and actually that might be even double the turrets here.
The trades,
Oh my god. So that's a huge swing of gold on the side of Vindicators Esports. Fearless.
Oh my, they're
Straight
not
for
going
the
to
second
stop.
tier, but I don't think they'll be able to get this since Sisig will
But
be
this is
arriving.
already on 50
Yeah,
below.
50% health.
50%. Oh my.
That's huge, and this extends the gold lead to 6.
Well, I think this is
6.8K.
the manifestation of the all gas or all cannon or
Yeah.
firepower.
And they have not been
lineup.
punished heavily ever since that one fight around. Around that one fight earlier. So now they have the momentum, and with a heavy hitting team such as this, the momentum might be hard to stop if they don't get their CC together. I mean, they have lots of CC. They just have to pick the right targets.
It was quite early for the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. The Cocoon was able to drop kay Tarya. Pero nagulat ako, kasabay nun.
You want to efficiently
Enchanted Crystal Arrow. So if you opted na lang sana that Cocoon was able to hit Cute and Enchanted Crystal Arrow to Tarya, since separate naman yung target nyo, I'm not sure why.
Yeah, or even get the Cocoon, and then once the Cocoon wears off, instantly go for the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. So that that was the least
Enchanted Crystal Arrow.
That was the least efficient use of their CC there, and that actually costs Ardent Warriors a lot more momentum than they want to.
Nakakatuwa kanina, like Hanzo told nga na si Impact from C9, and C9 also knows, C9 Sneaky is known to play Draven.
Yeah.
Diba? So we are parang nanonood tayo ng lineup ng Cloud9 ngayon.
C9 fan ka talaga.
Well, yeah.
So it's actually really diverse. I mean,
yeah.
Shinbu is on the side of CLG. I go for TSM.
TSM,
go for
yeah.
Cloud9.
So we are the
fight
TVs,
in
but
the mid
the
lane.
fight erupted on the mid lane. Cute uses the QSS, pero hindi yun enough. Throws into basketball, 2 teleports has been casted. This is the mid lane chaos. And the Spear wasn't able to hit someone, pero si Plappy, grand challenge, Spada, tusok una. And here comes Moody as well. Bjergen goes back into the fight. Chrono Break has been proc. Meow is already godlike, chasing into Moody. And si Moody, makaabutan pa ng Spear, pero they're not going to invest anymore.
So that's gonna be just Bjergen and Moody. They will be able to defend this turret, but it looks like Tarya and the rest of Vindicators Esports will not opt to go for that dive. That's an easy dive. This
Bjergen. Is alarming.
Another Infernal Drake is going. This Charizard is just going to be huge for Vindicators Esports.
American Dragon Drake lang.
Yeah,
Big shoutouts kay paring Manji, nanonood siya ngayon. Good luck daw sa atin.
Misconnection eh. American Dragon Jake Long going on to Vindicators Esports, so that's going to be more AT and AP on their composition.
American Dragon.
I forgot the song. It's like basta meron dong he's hot, he's cool as the frozen sun. I like that line. That line is great.
Yeah, it's a childhood, childhood thing.
Best put it in your XJ night though. But let's get back into the game
Stay
here.
on top. but yeah, it's cool. Like you have the different types. Oh my god!
I got a damage.
That will be the Yomus Ghost Blade proc and the Thunderlords. The burn coming from that sword and the flash is in.
Gets out cleanly.
Wow,
with that
very
ninja
smooth,
flash.
Janine. Parang si Gangplank ginawa niyang assassin.
Ginawa niyang ninja pirate. Gets the kill, Uses
And
the
just-
speed boost from the barrel plus the flash
I
to get
think
out.
ganun siya kapirata na pagkakuha niya ng bounty, I just run.
Arr, let's get out of here, boys. And
Pirate
actually,
Bay, boys.
because Sisig is out, that's one source of CC gone from Ardent Warriors. They might actually have the potential here to get the second tier turret and give more gold to themselves. But
I'm still waiting for Hanzo. After those Gnar ult, I'm waiting for a 4-man parallel convergence.
yeah, parallel converse is a lot harder to hit. Maybe the Chrono
Yeah,
Break for
since
tons
it's
of damage might work better.
predictable.
Mhm.
Medyo predictable talaga siya compared kay Gnar na instant yung cast niya.
But they're just looking for pressure here. Pressuring the mid lane, so Sisig and the rest of Ardent Warriors have to stay here in the mid lane, while Hanzo and Miao rotate down bot. So they're really making it hard for Ardent Warriors to respond to their threats. So the tempo right now is on the side of Indicators Esports.
Yes, they are dictating the map and on which part yung kokontrolin nila, and knowing that they have the item advantage and the current gold advantage is in their side. Talagang alam nila kung paano i-take advantage yung ano meron sila ngayon.
Yeah, the rotations from them are really good so far. And Miao going for another kill here. It doesn't seem like he will find Moody. He's not in the mood to die to it immediately right now.
With the spear.
Trying to spear that Moody, but too dangerous, too tanky.
That's another minus of CC.
Yeah, but
So
look at
this is
here
a
right
3-1.
now. Because of the pressure that Miao was putting in the jungle, they get this turret free.
That was a really good cut off kay Miao na
Yep,
parang
yep.
hindi kayo makaka-rest mo
You
sa
can't
mid lane.
flank here. This is our territory. Get out of my jungle.
This is like Trick 2G, man.
Yeah, get some Night Blue in there as well, but everyone's pinging for Baron.
Yeah.
Vindicators
This
Esports
might be the
wants
biggest
to bait
objective.
this Baron, I think, or at least put some vision around here.
Like game 1, Vindicator Esports Club has
One
a
off.
very good control on that.
One off
Baron.
of the Baron, actually, allowing them to push deep after a one fight. But looks like they will just have to dance around this after in a few minutes.
Yeah, like knowing that the second, ito, iba na talaga to.
Mhm.
Second would be a mountain peak. Siege potential. If ever makuha to ng Vindicator, hindi lang yung rotation nila or yung split push yung maapektuhan. Talagang mapapabilis nila yung game by taking those objectives.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a choice between the Mountain Drake and the Baron once it spawns. And right now, I think they really want to control this Baron, and for good reason.
Yeah,
the Baron is so worth.
Yeah, worth ng Baron. Lalo pat na yung buff sa minion. But of course, you have 2 Infernal Drake and 1 Mountain. If ever they can take this. So you do have those 2 added damage plus the siege power. So they can just go ahead and take Mountain Drake or invest 2 fire cannon or 2 cannons on their team for the Mountain Drake, and while the 3 of them pushes the lane.
Oh, look at this
focusing one
rotation
lane.
come from TIP.
See, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Letting go of that Baron and push their advantage since yung full output nila is nandito pag 5 sila.
Yeah, they're really good at 5v5, including last game, and they're using the pressure they're putting out so efficiently here. Pressure onto Baron, they try to respond to that. Unahan natin sila sa second tier turret and we get it cleanly because it's already at 50% health.
Yes.
So now they're going to go back to Baron here. They're going to try and pressure this and set up a gank, but they missed a ward.
Oh, the ward!
Okay, so now they know that it's warded there, so they have to retreat a little bit and find a better hiding spot. I don't think UE is going to fall for it just yet. Okay, they're actually starting at Dude with all of the damage. Look at how fast it is. Will they get here in time?
But
Seems
they
like the
are
teleport's already
running
burned.
on the side. Teleport. Enchanted Crystal Arrow has been casted. Taria trying to lean in and Booty on the front line. Bjergen flashing him with the Ring of Frost. Si Baron damage din. Booty on front line. Flapping Ice goes in. But the barrel coming from Hanzo. Sobrang sakit. And the front line as well. Bumabagsak na. Naubos na. That was a very good play coming from Vindicator Esports Club.
Oh
and
my
they are
God.
running on the mid
They're running
lane.
it down mid. Wow, that was so huge coming
Wala
from...
na ako nasabi ko di
Yeah.
puro frontline kasi lahat gusto pumasok.
But look at Hanzo. The damage he put out from his Chrono Break allows
Yes,
the
the Chrono
huge
Break.
That's the 4-man play you were looking for.
Yeah, man, that's not the parallel convergence. that's
the
just
parallel
basic.
convergence are basic. That's a bronze place.
I'm
Let's
gonna
go for
put
some
this
Chrono
Break, yo.
But now they actually might be able to get the game here. No, actually, they're playing it safe. All of them are actually now responding. So, Inhibitor. Oh, here comes the replay. So,
yeah,
here
I'll kind of check it for us after.
they actually block the Enchanted Crystal Arrow from hitting all of them. So here comes Tarja, almost going down here. They're actually focusing here. Jurgen goes in alone. Look at here. Look at the ghost from Hanzo. Look at this perfect barrel convergence. Oh my god. That's so much AoE coming from there. The barrels and the chrono break is going straight for it. Actually, it was not Hanzo that did most of the damage. It was the Gangplank, the Janine.
Yeah, it was Janine pala.
With a
Really,
positioning of the barrels.
The barrels. But
That's huge damage with the Triforce, with all of his items.
Well,
that is huge.
That's what I really love about that fight. Nakita mo kung paano sila nakalinya. Yung mga carry, nasa gilid lang ni Tarja lahat and putting all the cannons. Parang ano lang eh.
All the glass cannons just allowing
yeah,
to free hit.
naka-free hit Tarja leaving because of that subjugate. And sinalo niya halos lahat ng CC. It was not a good investment. Bjergen was able to flash on the Ring of Frost pero hindi enough para ma-reach yung core targets na merong spinning axis at saka barrel.
And Mercurial Scimitar as well. Even though he did use it to try and panic against the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, but it makes it so hard for you to lock that Draven down.
And nagulat din ako kasi nga after that fight, I thought it was the Ardent Warriors' advantage kasi nga Bjergen is in the middle.
They have so much damage from the
pero
Baron.
kung titignan mo, si C6 sobrang layo na. Nasa banana brush pa siya.
Yeah.
And also na yun, pagkakast ng Enchanted Crystal Arrow, sobrang ang layo ni Moody. And this will be another added output damage but on the objectives and turrets in the hands of Vindicator Esports Club.
And that Mountain Drake is just going to help them take down this Baron even faster. If they were putting that Baron's health down to half in like 5 seconds, that's just gonna get even faster right
After
now.
they also yung gold advantage na kanina sa fight na yun. Yung damage nila, damage investment sa mismong item, eto na, sobrang bilis.
And walang time yung Ardent Warriors para respondahan to. So, they have
Ooh, that was a very good cut off from Tarja. Is there any follow-up? The spear flying around, trying to reach Moody. Pero Cannon Barrage was able to cut them down. Si Bjergen on the side as well, but that's an ult down coming from Janine.
So it looks like they will want to go for this bot lane. They have a huge wave coming onto there, so they want to get this Bjergen. Dangerous positioning here. But Hanzo, two Infernal Drakes, plus the Mountain Drake, plus
the power
Baron
of the
minions.
Baron.
Look at how fast this turret goes down. Demolishing it.
Quickly. That easy turret.
You just go all Wreck-It Ralph on those turrets.
Yeah.
And then Ardent Warriors can't fix it.
You should be Wreck-It now. But you don't have Malphite. But yeah, they are trying once again. This might be a team fight.
Wow,
Last
coming.
team fight.
Yeah, the team fight here might be the breaking point. If Ardent Warriors can't get an opportunity to go in onto Cute, they'll have to just completely lose and give up everything in their face. But they're just slowly losing all of their objectives here. 2 inhibitors already down.
And it is pretty bold for them to just walk inside their base.
And they have a huge wave building up in the top lane, so that might be where they're going next. They have no reason to back down.
Even Hanzo is going to split push. Like,
wow.
Why?
Dude, they're not even waiting for the wave.
Yeah.
Just
And
clearing it
Hanzo
straight
once
up
again
here.
recalled, and this might be a teleport play. Okay, so you're going to see teleport play coming in from Hanzo on the bot lane, trying to inject some pressure on that part.
Doesn't look like Ardent Warriors is falling right now. Okay, a bit of damage, but right now UE's top priority is this top lane.
Oh my.
But already Hanzo is inside their own base. They will have to respond for this. Ow!
Yeah, so cute.
Look at how fast he's pushing this in.
Wow!
UE,
They're really secure, but the Cannon Barrage has been used. This is a messy fight, and they don't know what to do anymore. Booty running in, seizing inside the fight. Bjergen trying to save the next turret, but not enough. The damage of the glass cannons are showing off, and they are going to finish this really smooth. The pressure is in. Vindicator Esports Club closing the game.
And the series.
Oh, series.
So that was game 2 already, and the momentum coming from TIP allowing them to get that kill, get that victory
lineup,
there. That lineup.
bro.
That was so risky to play, but they played it very well with the rotations, with the objective, just going straight for it. Mid inhibitor, bottom inhibitor.
They
get the Baron
snowballed and just
Snowballed
rammed
so
their
hard.
way inside the base. It started on the Baron bait, the Baron turrets.
And that last play coming from Hanzo is really good, pushing in the bot lane.
Yeah.
And I think UE was like, okay, I think we can take this. Okay, we actually have one of the players here for an interview.
So yeah, this will be the Cougar or the man with 9 lives. Ilang beses siya nahuli sa mapa, pero yan, si paring Meow. Kasama natin siya ngayon. You have seen the damage output coming in. Of course, kay Janine on that 17k damage from the barrels. And next will be Meow. The spinning access coming in from Tanan.
Comes Meow.
Ito yung nahuli sa map. Nakaka-counter jungle but he's really good being slippery. So, yeah. Taking away game 2. What happened?
Mali lang po kasi sinabi nila yung Italy. Sobra.
Kasi binan nila yung Nor instead of Nidalee. So yeah, they take it away from you earlier, but now you had it. So that was actually well played as a jungler there, putting on the pressure. So paano mo na-match yung pressure?
Oh yeah, like knowing na Elise to yung alam mo yung pati counter gang mo sobrang on point. So what are your thoughts on that Elise movement?
Iniisip ko lang po na parang solo queue yung laban na yun. Kasi kadalasan naman ng jungler sa LCL, parang solo queue maglaro.
Oh, so
that was the mindset you were working.
Solo queue maglaro. Rotation-wise?
Kung saan
Champion pick-wise? Or
kahit saan na lang sila napupunta.
so yun guys, pero na kayong tip. And of course, respect. Alam niyo na pag nakalaban yung si Meow, kaya nga Meow ang pangalan niya dahil Nidalee main siya. Living up to its name.
Like a cat.
Yeah, well, you've seen also Gozu last night nga naman, showing off his name as AD carry. Pero ngayon nga, Meow taking away that game. And of course, congratulations Vindicator Esports Club. Really good game. Well played for you guys. And yeah, guys, sa mga viewers dyan, magkakaroon pa tayo ng next fight. That would be ADDU
versus OLFU.
Yes,
That's gonna be...
PO2.
So actually gonna interview 2 players right now. So
hindi lang tayo magtatapos kay paring Meow. Kung kung may jungler tayo ng Vindicator Esports, kailangan yung niluto rin nating pagkain si Sisig.
Niluto.
Kasi masarap Sisig
yeah. So thank
sarap
you for your time.
Thank you Meow, and congratulations from that game.
So it's gonna be Sisig next, and
Sisig.
guys,
so
this is gonna be the jungler
hot,
interviews.
Napaka-spicy na si Sisig.
Sizzling Sisig here. So we're gonna have that in a few seconds. Come here.
So yeah,
Sisig.
Sisig.
Hey.
And then...
Hello guys.
Hello.
Oh, yan. Kitang-kita nyo, UENSTP. So yan guys, balance, laro, aral. So yeah, moving into that game, Sisig, what your thoughts or what happened?
Natense ako.
Oh, natense
This
ka.
is my first time na mag-play sa
It's a
Garena.
game room mismo.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So
So
yeah,
there's the
guys,
pressure
just to inform you, everyone is present here sa Garena. We have the UE on the other game naman, and of course, TIP. So yeah, what happened ba? Anong thoughts nyo? And 2 games ka nag-release. Anong, what are the...
Actually, kasi mas, ako, control ko yung lane pag ilis ako. Kaya lang, threat ko talaga yung Nidalee. Nakakakuyo ko kasi siya.
So alam mo talagang yung counter gank siya is really crisp. Well, actually, lagi siya present no? Kasi ilan yung nahuli, pero
So namamatch niya yung pressure, so napakahirap talaga.
Super hirap talaga. Magaling siya mag-Nidalee. Idol ko nga siya.
Ay, nako. Idol siya.
So dito yung katulad ni Bjorken and Janine matchup na mas magaling ako sa kanya.
Ito naman, mas idol ko siya.
Yeah, there's a lot of respect
Kasi,
between these 2 junglers.
Si
Meow.
Si Meow, role niya talaga jungle. Ako kasi ako all in. So mid and jungle.
Yeah, you played nga rin nung entering this LCL, ikaw yung Fiora top laner. So nagulat ako, ikaw na yung
very
jungler
versatile
ngayon.
ka as a
medyo
player.
Flexible.
Medyo kailan lang ba nag-decide si Yuin, yung team nyo, napalitan ka? Kasi parang you have lesser time compared sa entering sa group stage na alam mo na talaga na consistent ka sa role mo. So, kailan ba to? Kailan ba naisip ni team nyo na palitan bigla ikaw for a while?
Nung kasi may naban kasing account.
Okay.
Diba?
So, yeah.
Yung solo top. Then, pinalitan na namin.
So, yeah. So, talagang sobrang bilis na kailangan yung adjustment. So, yeah. So, Well, casualty happens. Pero yeah, it was a good game, well played. Hindi naman ganun kadali. O hindi naman naging one-sided yung laban.
Yeah,
Much
it was
love
super
coming
close between
from
these two teams.
UE, Ardent Warriors. Big shoutout sa mga UE, ano dyan, mga students ng UE. Ikaw kakilala ka sa UE?
Wala.
Oh, wala. So yeah, most of my friends may mga taga-UE. Big shoutouts din. And congratulations sa TIP Vindicator Esports Club. It was a good run. Ardent Warriors, see you once again next season. Really good game, well played.
Thank you.
Sisig, and hope makita na kita sa consistent role mo and napanood ka namin sa susunod, okay? So yeah,
Next time, ako na mag-meet.
okay, ikaw na sa lahat ng role. Pwede.
Control 5 PC. But yeah.
Pero yeah, guys, tune in. We still have ADDU versus Our Lady of Fatima University. So
that's gonna be another best of 3 for the
yes,
semifinals
best
of the
of 3.
LCL 2016 summer term. Semifinals powered by Smart, of course. So we have been your shoutcasters. I am Atlas Sawakas, and with me is Alpha Sangayon.
And kasama featuring Sisig. So ayan, UE and TIP ended really well and shows off a very good fight. See you sa susunod na maating bakbakan dito sa Rift LCL.